Paul from Magpie 24/7 with a reaction to the Champions League draw. Newcastle United drew the hardest teams going, to be honest. Paris Saint-Germain, Borussia Dortmund and AC Milan. It's going to be a group of death. It's going to be a really difficult group, but with regards to atmospheres at the games, the stadiums, the sets of squads that are assembled to play these games, they're going to be cracking games. And Newcastle United, I mean, we've got what we wanted. We wanted those big names. There was no point of going through the slog of last season, the sacrifices that all the players and everybody else made to sort of go there and get a little bit of a sort of wishy-washy group. If you're going to be in it, if you're going to get through to the knockout stages, you might as well do so by playing the absolute creme de la creme, the best teams going, and that's going to prepare yourselves and raise standards and so on and so forth. And Newcastle United have got that. The AC Milan game jumps out straight away. Back to the San Siro. Can 12,000 Geordies go again to that venue? Fingers crossed. That'll be absolutely fantastic. Borussia Dortmund, they've lost one or two, but still an absolutely great, talented squad. That will be something to be able to sample that. And then Paris Saint-Germain, and it's everybody's saying it's El Clasico. It's Qatar ownership against Saudi ownership. That's already been brought up. And I think as far as we're concerned from the footballing side, I think at St James's Park under the floodlights, the atmosphere will be special, there's no doubt about it. And I think we give all of those sides a real good go. I think there's every chance of us picking up victories at St James's Park. Clearly the away games are going to be difficult, but as I touched on before, Borussia Dortmund, they've lost a few. Again, AC Milan, they lost arguably their best player coming to Newcastle United in Sandro Tonali. And then Paris Saint-Germain, there is. I honestly think there's every opportunity and every possibility. There's going to be a lot of players who are up for these games, who are desperate to perform in these games. The performance levels I expect to be absolutely at the top, and if we play to our maximum, I think we can give any one of those sides a real run for the money, and there's every chance of possibility of us getting out into the knockout stages, or if not, the Europa League, and dropping into that competition and giving that competition a real good go moving forward as well. So I think there's plenty of reasons to be optimistic. I think it's daunting when you first look at it. When the group was made, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Typical Newcastle United, certainly after the draw last night in the League Cup, getting Manchester City. We do it always the hard way, and this was just the cherry on top of the cake, wasn't it? So no doubt Eddie Howe, no doubt the likes of Tonali and everybody, they're going to be really, really enthusiastic for these games. Just got to wait for the schedule coming out now, and then we can all start to try and think about planning travel and all that sort of thing. But exciting times. At the end of the day, you could be a championship club playing bloody Rotherham and the like, you know what I mean? Those down the A19. So you much rather be playing these type of games than the likes of, again, with the greatest of respect, the likes of your Rotherhams and Plymouths and so on and so forth. So these are great games, these are fantastic games. This is a huge opportunity for Newcastle United, and one that I expect us to grasp with both hands and to give a really, really good account of ourselves. And we'll see how it we'll see how it goes. It's the same with the Manchester City game. Yes, it is a difficult tie that we've got in the League Cup, but at home at St James's Park, with the atmosphere, Pep's already spoke about how it isn't an easy game when he has to come up to Newcastle, when he's got to come up to Tyneside. He'll be the same again. They may rest one or two players with eyes on other prizes, perhaps. So again, it's it is not the Etihad. You've got to take the small crumbs of comfort, when and where you can. It's not at the Etihad. Our record down there is absolutely shite. We haven't won there in the Premier League. However, we do have a third round League Cup victory over Manchester City. So can lightning strike twice? Is Rolando Aarons available? Is Sissoko available for an appearance in this game? Because when we went down there back in the day under Pardew, nobody fancied us. We played an absolute second string side in the game. Quite a few changes, but we went down there and against the odds, despite nobody giving us any sort of chance whatsoever, we dumped them out of the League Cup. So perhaps you never know. This is the beauty of football. This is the beauty of Newcastle United. There's no script that is written that it follows. We're a one-off and we will always do it and do it our way. So you could get knocked out of the League Cup, you could have defeats in all of those Champions League games, or you could just quite easily dump Manchester City out, do really well in the Champions League and progress into the knockout stages. You just literally do never ever know, because the life of a Newcastle United fan, the life of this football club is never straight, and it's never ordinary, and it's never a dull moment, is there? There's never a dull moment, so you just never ever know. Let me know down below in the comments, what do you think about the Champions League draw? What do you think about the League Cup draw? And what do you think about our chances in those competitions now that you know who stands in our way? What a fucking group. What a time. It's unbelievable, it really is, isn't it? But yeah, let me know down below. We'll be back with a full preview for the Brighton game coming up, and we are appearing on a few other channels over the next couple of days, so you might be able to catch us on those as well. We'll of course link them through to our socials, and if you haven't already, we are trying to get above the 2,000 subscribers on the YouTube page. So if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and continue to support Magpie 24/7. So yeah, exciting times, happy days. Enjoy it. You know, like I said, touched on before, we could be playing in the Championship, we could be playing just to make up the numbers like some others. So it wasn't too long ago that we were just involved in relegation scraps and just making the numbers up. So you've got to enjoy situations and times like this. So let me know about the games, which is the one that you're most looking forward to. Get it in the comments down below, and in the meantime, take care, keep it tuned, and I'll speak to you later.